Hello everyone. I've really enjoyed this assignment on hospitality. It's been fun to reflect too on how things have surprised me. So I'll just jump right in. I have just a long list of all the people, especially in my life, that I feel like God has just been hospitable to me about, as I'm sure all of you do. One of the more unique aspects that I just kind of reflected about for me is the way that God has been hospitable to me through creation, and that's just been a huge part of my story growing up in Montana and also living in Oregon, but even living in Chicago, God leading me into places where I feel like He's just shared His word and blessings and joy and peace and hope and direction and all these different ways that God has just reached out to me through beauty and his creation. Locally, the Trappist Abbey has been a place where the monks have opened their property and their doors, and I went there one time and one of the old monks was sitting at the welcome table, and I specifically said, "Thank you so much for opening your trails to us," and he just simply looked at me and said, "This is your home." And I'll never forget that. And I think as I'm reflecting on the nature of hospitality and what it is to me, it's kind of a re-giving of home and the way that we give of ourselves and our time and our treasures, our possessions, and our resources. This last semester, Matt and I have been, as you can see from the photos that we put up, that's one of the things that we love to do and feel very passionate about, is getting students out into God's creation and experiencing that. And so we've been doing it this year, exploring the 7 wonders of Oregon, Smith Rock being one of those. It's a hiking, climbing place. But anyway, that leads me to just a random little story of kind of the flip kind of thing, where I thought I was kind of being more hospitable and ended up receiving it in return. I went out to visit a friend who had been kind of lonely out in Boston, fun little adventure. Instead of exploring Boston, we did a road trip up to Acadia National Park. And while we were there, we were hiking and we came across some climbers. And I've done some climbing in the past and my friend had not, but we were watching them and they invited us over to climb with them. And after watching them for a while, making sure they were legitimate and finding out one was a guide and all that, we joined in, and it was just such a fun experience reflecting on hospitality after that, how these strangers invited us into something, to their resources and their time, and gave of themselves to us, and having no idea for someone like me how meaningful that is to be out in creation and enjoying it. And it's a way of praising and thanking God for just the gifts of beauty and community. So of course we're all Facebook friends now, and they're planning to come out to do Smith Rock sometime, which is one of the famous places in Oregon. And so I was like, all right, let's go. I'll show you around and we can go. And so the reciprocity of hospitality and the sharing of it has just been a real gift. So thank you for listening to my video, and looking forward to seeing you all in just a few months, and many blessings this holiday season. God bless.